The Los Angeles studio of Real Time with Bill Maher crackled with its signature blend of tension and tension-relieving laughter. The 200-strong audience, a mix of white millennials and grizzled boomers nursing their drinks under the warm glow of the stage lights. It was Friday, October 17th, 2025, and Bill Maher, 69, lounged in his chair like a king on a casual throne, his white shirt unbuttoned just enough to hint at the chaos beneath, a half-empty glass of red wine dangling from his fingers. The set, with its red couch and oversized American flag backdrop, felt like a confessional booth for the nation's neuroses. Tonight's episode was electric. A panel of a fiery ACLU lawyer, a conservative commentator with a penchant for both sides hedging, and a stand-up comic who just roasted the latest Trump administration gaffe on TikTok. But the main event, Bill's New Rule, a segment that had become the show's beating heart tonight. It was about to pump some much-needed blood back into the veins of free speech. Bill leaned forward, his smirk sharpening into that familiar blade of irony. New rule. If you're going to criminalize flag burning, at least make a consistent start with the politicians who've been pissing on the Constitution since the Founding Fathers signed it in invisible ink. The audience erupted in a mix of whoops and uneasy chuckles, the kind that come when truth hits too close to the barbecue. Bill clicked his remote, and the screen behind him lit up with a clip from the White House Rose Garden, where President Donald Trump, 79, stood at a podium, his red tie a defiant slash against his navy suit, flanked by Attorney General Pam Bondi and a cadre of stern-faced aides. The date stamp: October 14th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump boomed in the clip, his voice carrying that unmistakable New York bark. Today, I'm signing an executive order to protect our sacred flag from desecration, burning the American flag. That's not free speech. That's treason. We're talking jail time. Folks, 5 years minimum. No more protests. No more riots. America first. Always, the crowd in the Rose Garden cheered, flags waving like obedient pets. But Bill paused the video, his eyebrow arched like a question mark. 5 years for a match. Trump's finally found a way to make flag burning a federal offense. And here I thought the only thing getting torched was his hair in the wind. The panel erupted. The ACLU lawyer, a sharp-eyed woman in her 40s named Elena Vasquez, leaned in, her voice a controlled burn. Bill, this isn't protection, it's a power grab. The First Amendment's been tested on flag burning since Texas v. Johnson in '89. The Supreme Court said its speech protected. Trump's order. It's a direct challenge, and it'll get smacked down faster than a bad sequel. But the real victims, the protesters. The kids waving signs at campus rallies. This chills free speech before it even gets a chance to freeze. The conservative commentator, a rumpled guy named Tom Hargrove, countered with a shrug. Come on, Elena, facts are facts. The flag's a symbol. Burning it disrespects the troops, the country. Trump's just enforcing what most Americans feel. Polls show 60% support penalties. It's not chaos, it's common sense. The comedian, a lanky 30-something named Jacques Patel, piped up with a grin. Facts. Tom, the only fact is, Trump's order is the most on-brand thing since his steaks. Jail for flag burning. Next it'll be 5 years for bad tweets or life for liking kale. But seriously, folks, imagine the headlines. Man gets 5 years for BBQ gone wrong. Free speech isn't free if it's only for the facts you like? The audience roared. The laughter release valve for the room's tension. Bill nodded, sipping his wine. Jocks, you win. But let's get to the heart of 𝐓𝐴𝐻, because this isn't just about flags. It's about what happens when facts become fists. Bill clicked again, pulling up a map of recent protests. College campuses from Berkeley to Boston, where students had burned flags in fury over Trump's latest deportation push. These kids aren't desecrating, they're desperate. They're Googling how to escape the country while we debate avocado toast prices. And Trump's response? Lock 'em up. It's like the founding fathers wrote the Constitution on a napkin and said, "Hey, it'll hold." The audience chuckled, but it was a bittersweet sound, laced with the unease of a nation teetering on the edge of its own ideals. Then, to twist the part that turned the monologue from rant to revelation, Bill leaned in, his voice dropping to that confessional tone that made viewers lean closer to their screens. "Look, I'm no flag-waving patriot. I burn incense. Not Old Glory, but I get it, the symbol matters. My dad fought in World War II. He saw flags, his promises kept. And that's the problem with Trump's order. It's not protecting the promise, it's breaking it. Free speech isn't a luxury for the elite. It's the oxygen for the oppressed. Deny it, and you deny the very thing that makes America ... American." The audience fell silent, the weight landing. Elena nodded, adding, "Bill Sratitz. Not about the flag. It's about the First Amendment. We've seen this before. McCarthyism, COINTELPRO. Trump's order. It's a modern Red Scare, and the facts say it'll fail in court. But the chilling effect, that's the real jail term for democracy." Tom shifted, conceding. "Okay, facts over feelings, Jansa. We're 6-3. But can't we draw a line? A desecration?" Jocks quipped. "Tom, your line's already drawn with a MAGA marker." Bill rapped with a call to action, his smirk returning but soft. "So, new rule. If Trump wants to jail flag burners, let's start with the politicians burning the Constitution. And for the rest of us, hug a protester, fact-check a tweet, and remember, free speech is like oxygen. You don't notice it until it's gone. And when it is, that's when the real burning starts." The audience rose in a standing ovation. The applause, the thunderclap of agreement. The chat on HBO's stream exploding. Hashtag new rule free speech at 5 million impressions in minutes. Backstage, as the show wrapped, Bill pulled Lena aside. His voice low, that Google bit from last week. "Got me thinking, your cousin get him on the podcast." "Let's give him a stage." Lena teared up, hugging him. "Bill, that's thank you." He dreams of open mics. The moment leaked via a staffer, going viral. Hashtag Maher. Laugh lines, donations to Archewell's Exiled Artist Fund, spiking to $500,000 overnight. The ripple spread in Kabul. Fatima's WhatsApp group, Kabul Chuklas, grew to 200, sharing safe memes of Taliban facts versus feelings. "Maher's rule was our rule," she whispered, a stifled laugh in the dark. In LA, Rogers refugee roasts sold out, comedians hugging after sets. Bill's oxygen was at air, he told his crowd, tears mixing with laughs. Van Munu rule, a world of breaths bloomed, dash raw, real, heartwarming. Maher's facts weren't fences, they were fireflies, lighting paths through the fog of fear.